Honestly, being disciplined with your budget is a money mindset shift that if you're able to master early, you're winning. Hi everyone, welcome back to LY Health. Today we're talking about money mindset shifts that changed my life. Let's get into the video. Choosing quality over quantity. Now I kind of look more at the product details, right? So for example, if I was getting a bag, I would look to see what material was used. I would read reviews. I would literally see how much it costs. If it was ridiculously cheap, it may not be something that I would purchase at this moment, because do you know what I've learned? You buy cheap, you buy twice. That may not apply to everything, but when it comes to bags, shoes, if you buy cheap, you are buying twice. So honestly, choosing good quality items over quantity, in the long term, you are saving your money. So if I could go back and tell my younger self something, if you are going to buy something, do your research. Okay, so my next money mindset is choosing to become more disciplined with my budgets. In the past, I am telling you guys, I would make a budget, it just wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work. It took a while for me to really get into that habit, understanding that if I am really trying to get serious about my finances, if you make a budget, you can't just say, actually, this isn't working out. I just want everything I see and buy it. If you make a budget, stick to it. I think what really worked for me was when I realized that actually, even if I tried to tell someone to say, this is my budget, let them kind of hold me accountable, even though I knew that it would never happen. What I do now to stay disciplined is that in my notes on my phone, I'll literally write, okay, this budget is here because of X. This budget is here because I wanted to save enough money, for example, to buy this. That's kind of just reinforced the idea of why I even have a budget in the first place. Because honestly, being disciplined with your budget is a money mindset shift that if you're able to master early, you're winning. My next money mindset shift is to negotiate. I used to be that person, right, that if I got offered a job, I wouldn't even dare negotiate, because I think to myself, oh no, like, what if I ask for too much and they take the role from me? Or if I ask for more, would they go for the cheaper candidate? I don't know. I honestly don't know up to now how true any of that is, but in my experience, it hasn't been true. Saying that out loud now, it seems like absolutely crazy, but it's true. That's how I used to think. Now, if I could go back in time, girl, it would have been a different story. What I would have done and what I do now actually is I go on Glassdoor, I go on LinkedIn, I have a look on Indeed, and basically you can kind of gauge through your market research how much your skills are worth, or how much your specific role is worth, and how much it's going for in different organizations. So if you can, make sure you are prepared, you've done your research before you accept a job offer and you accept a salary, because once you accept, it's a lot harder to try and bring that up once you're actually in an organization. But if you can, please do your market research. My fourth money mindset shift that I had was thinking long term. So this basically meant that when I looked at my finances and when I looked at how I saw my finances, how I saw money, I started to think long term instead of short term. Then it kind of links back to this budget that I was talking about, but a lot more. Basically, if I get paid now, I don't just go and spend my money on my everything I want to buy list, right? I will literally sit down on my finance day, or not finance day, when I get paid, say, okay, where is this money being allocated to? How am I going to literally divide this money up so that it's aligning well with my long-term goals? Is it aligning with my saving strategy, with my investment strategy? How am I really doing this, and how am I going to use my money to make sure it's effective for me in the long term? Once I started actually sitting down and thinking how I want my money to work for me in the long term, rather than just impulse buying and thinking short-term wins, it's literally a money mindset shift that has changed my life, and I will not be departing ways from it anytime soon. This next money mindset shift is giving. So for example, I know that sometimes it's quite hard, especially if you're not making much to give. But I genuinely feel like if you can, and you can give to people who need it, or you can give to others, be generous, because the more you give, honestly, I wouldn't even say the more you give, the more you receive, because that shouldn't even be the main reason you're giving. You need to understand that ultimately you are blessed to be a blessing. This final money mindset shift that has changed my life is focusing more on creating different streams of income. So before, I feel like I was very much, okay, I'm just going to work really hard and climb up the corporate ladder. And that is still something I'm doing. It's my strategy because I generally love my job. I do think in this economy, understand that you could be in a position one day and the next day you don't know what's going to happen, right? You have no idea what's going to happen. So I just feel like it's more risky right now to be relying on one stream of income, especially when you can make more money now doing other things that actually are just an extension of what you're passionate about. Okay guys, those are money mindset shifts that have changed my life. Leave a comment, let me know what you've changed in terms of your mindset when it comes to money that's helped you massively. Hopefully it may help someone else. Bye.